Hello and welcome back everybody to the Rockhound channel. William here, and on today's episode we're going to see if whether or not my local creek near me has got a little bit of gold. I done did me another scoop and go. Did a couple test pans while I was out there, and looked like some decent black sands coming out of the embankment. So I grabbed me some, and we're going to go ahead run this off of my big old 2-stage today. A home built one, and you guys get to see that running in action once again. And then after it's all said and done, we're going to wash our mats, run everything back over here at the Gold Cube. So stay tuned, guys. We're about to fire up. Here we go. All right, hang tight, guys. We're going to get some stuff in here. All right, here goes the first scoop. Big old scoop in there. Look at all that. There's good stuff in there. Yeah, I think we got something going on. Let's go take a look. There we go. No. Eat it up. And trust me, my machine can do it. Oh yeah, this burger can go through about 5 5-gallon pails in under 2 hours without any problem whatsoever. What's that? Clearing right on out. Yeah, look at that. Not too bad at all. Alright, guys, I'll come right back to you guys in just a moment once I get everything all squared away in there. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, I got my third or fourth scoop in over there. We're going to come on over here and we're going to fire up the good old Gold Cube. So, today, this morning, while I was doing my cleanup, got my tank all nice and clean once again over here. Done made me a boo-boo. Number one rule, if you ever do a change out on your tanks, never leave your hoses unattended and go upstairs. I ignored that rule and ended up with a flood. So, I had to do me some cleanup and sucking up some water today. No big loss. Floor needed a wash anyhow. So, we're going to go ahead, fire this up. Now, you'll see something different on here, which is, I turned around and cut me out a little bit of some micro mat. This is the standard V matting. And I didn't stick it in here with no glue. I done did this up like you would on a Gold Hog mat. I turned around, took me a little bit of Gorilla Tape back here, which you'll see later on. And I went ahead and put it on the side, cut it to fit, match, and then just set it up here on the top splash pan. And then this here should technically allow me to see all the nice stuff that's going to come through our mat. So if there's any micro gold, I'm going to see it here. If not, the rest of those mats down there are going to definitely catch it. Alright guys, back over here. Let's go. Alright, let's get some more in there. She's hungry. Let's go. Got some leaves in there. The winds are blowing out there today. But beautiful. Nice, balmy 50 degrees. Typical Wisconsin weather around here. Nice big old scoop. Let's give it to her. Yep, after I saw those last couple pans, I was like, oh gosh, I'm going to just go ahead and just strain it, run it here on the 2-stage, and let's see what kind of gold we'll get out of it. Yeah, really hoping, fingers crossed, we get a little bit in there, so stay tuned, guys. So I wanted to share with you guys what I've got so far. So we're looking at all total together with everything. I'm probably looking just under about 3.5 ounces, roughly. We're going to see about this here in a little while. And this is going to be awesome when we melt all this down. So, with the mill weights, we've been sitting up about 0.41 grams. And our smaller one was about 9.62 grams. is what we had the last go around. So that wasn't too bad. So we're going to hope for some more of that here in a little bit. So I also wanted to share with you guys something else that I kind of do. It's kind of weird, but it does, it's kind of neat sometimes too. I'll turn around and take one of these guys right here. This is a shortwave UV light through a lone fire. This booger's pretty bright. I'll go through my buckets and I'll check out my sands just to be sure that I ain't got no fluorescent minerals in there. So far so good. Kind of hard to see it. Because every once in a while I'll turn around and get to somewhere, I'll get some sands and I'll run it, and I realize that some of it will fluoresce at you. So something to keep in mind. If you got one of these boogers, use it. Definitely worth it. Again, this is probably about, I think we spent about 50 or so bucks on this booger. Takes three 18650 batteries. Not bad. It actually has a pretty decent battery life. Alright, I'll be back at you guys here in just a moment. Alright, we're finally down to the bottom of the barrel. We're going to go ahead, run that sucker up in there, and we're going to let her clear out. And we'll see what we got. Oof. Alright. Just shut down, cleaned up a little bit. I'll let these mats drain off a little bit more here. I'm going to go ahead and get my wash tanks ready to go. And we're going to wash these out, and then we're off to the Gold Cube. Yeah. Ooh, I got me a chill. Alright. So, everything's all washed down into there. And just wanted to give you guys a little recap what I run in my big O2 stage over there. This is Gold Hog Premier Motherload Sluice mat. Now this stuff is incredible. I have ran their finishers, I've ran their Talon, I've ran just about almost everything, including their Yukon, which I run in my smaller sluices and my high bankers outside in the field. This stuff here is perfect. This is your all-around mat. It acts kind of like the UR, but a little bit better. It actually is able to strip off a good portion of your blondes and leave you with just your blacks. These things will pick out pickers. It'll get that super fine micro gold. It is absolutely incredible. And I can't say enough about it. Thank you, Doc. And everybody there at Gold Hog, you guys are incredible. Absolutely amazing piece of product. Alright, we got everything set up in our pan here. And on today's run, we're going to do this a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and instead of running a big old scoop, put ourselves a standard spoon on this. I want us to go through this very carefully and see what kind of gold is in here. Now, I did not take this past 400 mesh. I was just out there with my standard strainer and just classified the crap out of it. And just got it to this. I was freezing to death. That water was cold. Getting this stuff out of there, and the wind was just a whipping. I was up in an inside bend, so we're going to see what this looks like. All right, here's our first scoop. All right, a nice little handsome scoop right there. They're all cleaned up. There we go. All right, onward. Well, there's that black sand I was telling you about. Oh, got one. I got one in there. Right there. Can't see it with the goofy light, but it's there. There's one. That's a good sign. Oh, I saw a couple in my pan. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see. Alright. Alright, nice and easy. And don't worry, folks, I kept my gravels. They're sitting in another bucket. I'm going to go through those real careful like. And then I've got something special at the end of the video that I'll show you guys. Either on this one or on a YouTube short, so stay tuned. Alright, I'll come back to you guys as soon as I see another flake. Alright, guys, we're actually doing pretty darn good today. That was well worth me going all freezing to death. Look at that. That is incredible. Look at that golden smile. I am absolutely excited about this. Look at them guys. They've been just start falling up out of there. And I'm not even close to being done yet. I got maybe a couple more scoops to go. But look at that. Absolutely insanity. And of course, no creek, no river, no little body of water is complete without a little bit of lead. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I'm seeing right here. So, and I got some garnet in there. So wherever there's that gem lode, you're going to see some of this gold too. Not bad at all. God, I'm glad I went out today. Alright, let's finish this out and I will show you the final tally when we're done. Alright guys, I got everything all cleared out and snuffered as much of the stuff as I could up out of here. And we're going to go ahead and shut her down and see what we got. And I will show you that here in just a minute. Alright guys, I just took the top off here. I wanted to show you this. Take a look at that. Alright. That's kind of like that. A little bit up in here. I got some little titty bits in here, but that's pretty good for being just a scoop and go, guys. Alright, let's get this washed up. Alright, I had to stop for just a second. I'm sitting over here, my big old bottle here, and I'm just rinsing out the first 4 or 5 riffle sets, and that all comes spilling out of the bottom of it. Holy cats. Well, I'll be returning there when it gets warmer, and that water goes down a little bit more. So that was definitely well worth the trip today, freezing to death. I'm definitely going back. Alright, let's get the rest of this cleaned up. Alright guys, tray 1 is in the pan. I'm going to go ahead and clean that up. You guys will see what's all in there. God, I can't beat this thing. Look at this. Let me get you zoomed in here just a second. Look at that. Absolutely insanity. Look at that. There's even some chunker in there. Golly. Yeah, I'm definitely going back over there. That was worth it going through that. Now this was coming out of some bench gravel. And it was between the size of your fist to about a golf ball and a mix from there. So that's not bad at all, guys. I'm definitely going back and getting a bunch of this. Wow. That is insane. I just can't get over this. I will be definitely hitting that back up. I can't believe it. So I'm not expecting a whole bunch out of here. I went through this very carefully with my headlamp and carefully went through all the grooves. I saw maybe 1 or 2 sitting here about the center. And then that was about it. Usually tray 1 catches 99.9% of all of the gold. It just, if you got like small runs that you're going to do, that first tray setup actually catches everything else that you miss. So that's pretty good. So like I said earlier, tray 2, as you can see, 1, 2, 3 itty bitty little specks. And I took it down as much as I possibly could. So like I said before, tray 1 will catch 99.99% of all of your heavies. Your gold, your platinum, whatever it may be. It does an amazing job. And I cannot thank Mike from Gold Cube for this incredible product. I am absolutely going back to this location with this machine, and I'm going to run and run and run. Because if I only got that in less than just in a scoop and go, oh yeah, I'm definitely going back out there with the Gold Cube. Alright, there's tray 3, and like I predicted, nothing. Absolutely zero zilch in this pan. So that was great. I got everything all put back together here. I'm going to go ahead and bust out my my little hot plate, and I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff dried up. And then we're going to go ahead and do the weigh up afterwards. Alright guys, there it is on the hot plate. She's running. We're going to go ahead and let her dry up, and then I'll show you the way up. Alright guys, here we go. Yes, I know, dirty gold, dirty gold. I get it. This is all going to get taken care of when I melt it. So here we go. There it is, 3.9 grams. We remove about a couple grams from that. And we're looking at about 1.9 grams is what I got in there. So that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. And if you like, go ahead and leave us a comment. We usually do get back to our folks, and we do enjoy reading your comments. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining us. This is William with the Rockhound Channel saying, I'll see you next time.